What's up, UOG fam? It is Simone, aka Money Moan, here with Money Moan Media. Okay, so this is my segment. Aside from us dropping knowledge and gems and bringing, some guests by. This is my segment so I could update you guys on the current events that I think are interesting and that need to be talked about and discussed. Okay, so this is the first one. Okay, so I'm just getting my feet wet. But before we get started, and for the rest of these little segments, we will not tolerate the hate on women's sports, okay? We will not tolerate the Dodger slander. We will not tolerate the Lakers slander or the Rams slander. And I'm making that perfectly clear, okay? All right. Okay, so usually I will have 10 minutes to talk about all the stuff that I feel should be talked about and stuff that I listed as a current thing. Okay, so this is not your shade room or your new segment. This is my new segment. That's why it's called Money Moan Media. I just need you guys to follow along, and I'm about to start this clock and we're about to get into it. Okay, here we go. We're going to start off with some good news. Okay, so the big news of the week. Shout out to women in sports. Shout out to all the female empowerment, all that good stuff. Shout out to Asia Wilson for getting a statue at the University of South Carolina. Give me two claps. Okay, that was a big step. That was not even a big step, that's legendary. And shout out to Dawn Staley for being a part of that and making sure that she gets that statue, because that was well deserved and she put on for that school. And she's also making history. Like, she's legendary. And one thing I will not tolerate, and one thing that I felt that was disrespectful, was all these men in the Bleacher Report comments saying, who was that? First of all, you guys have a phone, Google her. That's a legend you're talking to. Put some respect on her name. Thank you, okay? So Monday, we had the college football championship, and y'all know how I feel about the college football season. It was just, it was a little shaky for me because of the simple fact that, the way season went, it was crazy, all right? 2, is the fact that some schools had fans, some didn't, some schools missed games. But anyway, that's another topic for another day. But Alabama was dominant once again, and they beat the other school, Ohio State, okay? They beat them, all right? And Nick Saban is raising the bar. Like, this man needs to write a book or something. I need to know how he does it. The recruiting process, I need to know. All right? Okay, so here we are with the NFL news, okay? And like I said about the slander before, but if your team is not in the playoffs or didn't make it to the divisional playoffs, just be quiet. No hating, no slander in the comments, all right? So here are my picks for this weekend for the divisional round, okay? I have my Rams taking the Packers, okay? I have the Ravens over the Bills. I have Tampa over the Saints. And I have the Chiefs over the Browns. And I feel like all these games are going to be really close, and they're either going to be decided by, like, either a field goal or a touchdown, or if it's like a little lead, it'll probably be like a 10 to 14 point lead, okay? So really, really close, especially for this type of football. It's like technically postseason football, all right? So there we go. Now let's get into this NBA, all right? I know everybody's been talking about it. It's been blowing up Twitter. It's been blowing up Instagram. James Harden. Before I get into this, I just want to say that I love all these players' game and respect the game. Some things just a little off and that bother me, okay? So let's just start off with how I feel. I did not like that trade. I did not. I felt like Harden would have been better off in Houston, because you have a John Wall that's back playing. You have a Boogie Cousins, and these two guys are locked in. Like, it's like, UK Wildcats, they're locked in like that. It's that type of locked in, and John Wall, you know he's an exceptional point guard. Boogie gonna be Boogie, okay? He's exceptional. And then James Harden could have still been that scorer, that primary scorer, that green light person. But you know, we all not in the locker room with these guys, you know. So I don't know why he would want out, but I feel like every demand that he wanted, Houston gave to him. Like, you know, they brought Russ in. It was so many things they did, and then it's like you still want out, like you're mad, and they invested all this money into you. Okay, so the fact that he was saying he wanted to go to Brooklyn, it was like, in my head, I'm like, why would you go to Brooklyn when you, KD, and Russ didn't work out at OKC? Okay? 2, those 3 guys matured as basketball players from their OKC days. So Kevin Durant is more of that, you know, he's KD. James Harden, he's his own man. Russ is his own man as well. So why would you want to go on a team where you're going to have to be second to KD? Because let me just tell you right now, at the end of the game, if I'm writing a play, I'm writing a play for KD. I'm running a play for KD. I'm sorry. And then it's like, my other point is, how are you going to get all 3 of them on the floor and on the same page at the same time? The only one I don't have to worry about this 3 is KD, because he's at a different mind state. Like, he's back. The energy's different. Like, it's like a new KD. It's like kind of giving me OKC Kevin Durant vibes, and I like this. I like this new KD, and a little bit of Golden State too, because at Golden State he was exceptional. Okay, but my thing is too is like, if it ain't broke, why fix it? Brooklyn gave up their core, you know, gave up their core. So I don't get that. Why would you give up Karis LeVert and Jared Allen, and then you have KD and Kyrie? It was a core, it was a flow. You have a mix of your people that's in your prime. You got your vets. You got, you know, rising upcoming stars. You had a nice balance. And then with Steve Nash as your coach, I just don't get it. But hey, we're not in the locker rooms with these guys. We're not at the practice. We're just facilitating with the remote, and we're just looking through the screen. But you know, that's just my opinion. He would have been better off in Philly, I feel like, because Doc would have, you know, had some type of, I don't want to say control because they're grown men, but would have had a better rapport and relationship with James Harden, I feel like. And then I feel like Philly just really missing a primary go-getter. Like, I feel like Joel, okay, he's cool, but he's kind of streaky for me. Ben Simmons, even though he's 16, he's more of a point guard to me. He's not a scorer. And I feel like James Harden would have fit right into that. But hey, that's just me. I don't know too much, you know. I'm just a fan, right? We're all fans. We don't know too much. But let's go back to this Brooklyn situation, okay? Kyrie missed a couple games. Text the players but not the coaching staff. I don't like that. Don't like that. Kyrie, come on. I don't like it. Because you too good of a player not to do that. And it's like, I understand if it's something wrong, I don't care at what level, the first person or the first group of people you have to let know is your coaches. And I feel like Steve Nash seemed like a good guy. I feel like he seemed like he's easy to talk to, you know. And it's like, you're that type of player where people will respect your decision, you know, to not play or whatever, and to take care of yourself. But the fact that he missed all those games, first of all, he's going to get a $50,000 fine. And then I guess during this whole situation, he went to a party. So because of the COVID health protocols and stuff, he's going to forfeit $800,000. So, oh my goodness, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Come on, Kyrie. I'm rooting for you too. I want you to get back out there. I actually want this 3 to prove us wrong, but it's just not looking good right now. It's just not looking good, and it's making some people regret this little trade situation, but it had our phones blowing up. Okay, this one had our phones blowing up. But anyways, yes, I'm not in no up on game gear, or I'm not in my, you know, my media attire, Because first of all, it's Friday, and second of all, WandaVision comes on today. So after I get out the OG stew, that's what I will be watching. And with a little bit of my leg show, okay? But I'm glad you guys rocked along with me, okay? This is the first Money Mo Media. Thank y'all for being patient. Thank y'all for listening and tuning in. Don't forget to click the link in any of the bios. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out all our season 1. Check out the season 2 as well. We had some people drop by the stew, all that. Go online, order your gear. And if you guys want me to talk about some things on Money Mo Media, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Simone_Tomp, at Simone_THOMP. Okay, it will be listed somewhere over here. And be like, hey, like, we should talk about this on Money Mo Media, and then I'll look into it, okay? I will look into it. But like I said, thank you guys for rocking with me for the first Money Mo Media. I will be dropping something every week, so stay tuned. And like I said, if you want me to talk about it on Money Mo Media, make sure you add me on Twitter and tell me what you want me to talk about, or even put it in these comments, okay? And like I said, I'm not taking no slander. No slander. But thank you guys for rocking with me. See y'all next week.